Alright, I'm live. I got a few more things I want to do. It'll take me a minute. It's wrong. Okay. We should be ready to go. Alright. This is Town Dog. I'm back. Got everything I think running up and running now. It looks to be. And so recording a live stream here in Ripley, Tennessee in my little airplane in Flight Simulator 2020. New Flight Simulator just come out a few weeks back. I've been playing with little, well, not perfect, but it works pretty good and it's got some pretty good scenery in it. So if we can take a little small trip from here, and I'm going to do a VOR up into Dyersburg, up to Reelfoot Lake, backwards out of Dyersburg VOR. So first thing I got to do is set it up. First I got to do is verify my signals. I think I know what they are, but that right there, my other page coming up on the other page. Now, let me find this and verify for sure my VOR. I believe I know what it is, but don't want to get out there and not know. I've got it on the book here. Let me find it. I'm in my little Cessna 172. Steam gauges. I don't like the glass cockpit, even though I can handle it pretty good. Let's see what we got here. I've got the engine sitting there idling. Fuel should be alright. We're going to be going. Dyersburg VOR is 1680, 11680. So let's get inside the plane and see if we can do something with that. What I want to do is I'm put it in both radios right quick. So start right here and down to bottom 6. Whoop. They just fixed something here too. I can do that now. I hadn't been able to scroll the settings, but you can now. And it's nav 1 now. It's much easier than it was before. They just fixed that here recently. 80 and bring it up to active. There we go. Both of them's up. Now we'll be leaving Dyersburg on a radial of 353. Just don't give me exactly what they are, but there's 3, 5 right there. 1, 2, 3. That should be it right there. And my book says, Where'd he go? I know it's here. I don't see it. I just used that, Dave. That's the wrong one. There's supposed to be nothing here. Although I do not see it. Anyway, that's what it was. But I thought I had it wrote right here on this page and I don't see it. Just wanted to verify that Dyersburg, Memphis, backwards, 22, that's it right there, I guess. No, there it is, 162, that's not where I'm going. That's the Thornton, Brownsville. Well, I swear it was right here a couple days ago. I used it. I don't see it now. But anyway, that is it. 353 out of. Why it's not here after me using it a couple days ago? Did I erase it accidentally that time? I had a line here with it wrote on it. Anyway, I'm 99% sure that's it. So we're going to go with that. 353 out of Dyersburg, BOR. And I'm going to text it to the other end of the airport from the outside of the plane, just for the heck of it. We don't release my brakes. And they don't drive best in the world, they don't drive as bad as some I've used. That's a taxi back down to the end, go out to the north. I just want to do it in order to see the airport. This is a little grass strip in Ripley, which is no longer being used, I don't believe. Last time I was by there looking, they had baled hay in the road all over the runway. It's been a while. But I did work on this airport at the house next to it once a few years before I retired. Now this is also in a multiplayer type setting. You see other people and real planes also in it. They've got it set up now where a real plane will come across and it'll pick him up. It'll put him on the screen as an AI. But these other people you see here probably real people, but not real simulators, not real aircraft. But it'll also pick up real aircraft. Where there's a jet or something coming into one of these airports, and you're close enough, you'll see him. And we're going to get down here to the end now. This is not what it looks like. That little house right there is predicted the house that I worked on. It didn't have a carport on when I was there, but it might now. I don't know. But it does. The roof wasn't a bungalow either, but anyway, it was about that shabby looking. Sure enough, it was an old house, old farmhouse, on the end of a long road going into it. That's what that is there. And this hangar they got here, building, is not really there. It's a little old. What's really here is a little old, and that right there would be Asbury Road right there across Fifth Road. And there's some posts stuck to the ground with timbers on them and framed out on fence posts, I think. And it's got enough room to hang 3 Cessnals. If you put 2 in forward and back 1, I think you get 3 in it. But anyway, that's what's here. But the rest of it looks pretty well the same. And it feels about like that too. Here we go. We're going to take off. I'm going to drop a little flap here in this grass strip. We're going to take off to the north. Get inside my plane. Well, this is not FSX. Wrong button. Let's get this thing there. Raise my seat a little. Oh, there's 60 knots. We'll give it a little bit more here. We're in the air. Get a few flaps up. And now that signal just come on for Dyersburg. One of them don't seem to have. Well, it's on GPS reason. Let's change it over to, now it's on. Now if we move, what I'm gonna do next, well, first thing I'm gonna do is just get my autopilot set where I can fly. So, hope I don't crash before I get it set. We're gonna go there, here, here. I didn't even set the damn heading bug. Come on, quit that sliding around. That's one of the mistakes about this thing is you're trying to move things. Go back that way. Man, we'll be all right there for now. Don't want to crash. We'll get the altitude set. About 1500 first, and put it on upward movement. That should be an upward climb. The rest of these flaps over here, if I ain't already. There we go. Climb this thing out. If we don't lose too much airspeed, we'll climb to 1500 and we'll do some more. But now also I want to get right here what I was fixing to do. Set this one straight into Dyersburg so I'll know where it's at. I'm just turning to see what to come up with. That's out. We got to go in. That's in. And right there, 030 is close enough. Bring around to 030. The wrong way. If that thing quit moving my plane, when it moves, your hand gets off of the button, then you move the settings on your view. 030, that's close enough right there for now. Alright, here we go. Set the view back out there. Had to lean my head right up in that thing to see it. We got a little light reflection here on the side. Also on this plane here, I've been knowing that if you don't turn these lights off, you run out of electricity after a while. There ain't enough current to keep everything alive for some reason or other. Turn taxi lights off, landing lights off. That should do it right there. Keep my I don't need all that daytime. It's early morning though. I set the morning when I started. Sun just up good. I sat there quite a while looking, doing other things. But anyway, here we go. Headed out. We're gonna go into Dyersburg. There's a SMX. Here we go. Outside the plane a few minutes. Now they did add, I don't have all my pop-ups ahead Flight Simulator X, but they did add enough outside to see what we're doing. Well, I wanted to climb a little more before I go on through here, so let's go back inside and get on up to about 2500. Let's try it right there. One click and let her climb. She's still full throttle. I'm gonna roll the mixture back just a little. It seems to need it quicker than it should. The wrong button. About that much right there should be alright. Usually hear the engine speed up, but I got it loaded so heavy, maybe it really didn't. Now if it loses too much speed, I'll level off a few minutes then try it again. Because I don't want to, since it is losing more speed than like I said lose. Let's level off a few minutes, get my speed back. We're at 23. We'll climb again here in a minute to 25. Didn't want to fall under 80. Now we go back into the climb, get that other two. Am I up there to 25? 23. Right there should set the climb again, but it ain't doing it. Well, maybe they changed. They changed some settings on my in the back off a little on throttle. It ain't climbing. Well, we go vertical. They might have changed them. I have to use vertical now. I hadn't been having to use it. Well, I ain't been able to make a climb this time. That other 200 feet. I always have before. Altitude usually, and raise it. Usually 100, it'll climb right up there. There she goes. It should have done it a while ago. Anyway, here we go. It don't all work perfect, like I said. It's just, this is my first video on. Now, where are we? This right here tells us where we at. We're still going into Dyersburg, and we need to come a few degrees up over that way a little more. Why ain't flying heading bug either? Why ain't that flying heading bug? Autopilot's not on. Said it is. Altitude set. Looks good, but it ain't turning. It's on roll. Now it's on heading. Still ain't turning. They must have done something wrong with this thing, right? This thing's been working a lot better than this. They fixed the ability to turn it. Hey, I know what might be wrong. I know what might be wrong. Might not be calibrated. It may be lying to me. Let's try that right there. All right, now let's see if it'll come around any. Yeah, I calibrated it. I should have done pulled out the ground. But anyway, somewhere along that right there will be all right for now. We don't need to be dead on it. I just want to get the other side so I can get on that radio. The radio is set on 353, and all I gotta do is get onto it and lock the nav, see what it does. See if it'll go to, we'll find Real Foot Lake out there somewhere. Now I could have put this on a VA card too, just like I was carrying a passenger up there. Let me turn this fan off behind me. Maybe coming through and eating up my noise, my sounds. It's pretty loud. There it went, soft now. I don't know how bad it's coming through the mic. I didn't even think about it. I also got a fan set up running. Be right back. Now, if the television don't come through, the room is silent. The television is 2 rooms away, but I hear it. Here we go. Let's see where we at now. The needle right there, the bottom needle will tell me when I'm past the airport. Now, looking at 51 highway under me. Arnold should be out here. Let's get outside the plane, see if we can see a little bit more. We get outside and walk around the wings a little bit. Here we go. Looks like a water, big creek or river. That's probably, I'm up well past, I may be past Arnold Field. I don't really see it. Let's see if I got a distance. I ain't got a distance on this, I don't think, for nothing, so that's going to be right there, wide place. It'll probably be Halls, though. If that's Halls, it's the only wide place like that is Halls. That's what Arnold Field right over there. Somewhere. I think you'd hear it. seems to be a little further. The river over there or something like creek. That's Halls right there. It's the service station over the side of it. Diner. Right down there below there, that's that power station on that other road. This is the actual Bing maps I'm looking at, predicted into the game. Now this VOR will carry me uptown Dyersburg instead of to the airport. Well, it should carry me close enough to Arnold Field to see it. Just beyond that intersection there, and up into there, somewhere right up into here. Should be able to pick up Arnold Field area somewhere. Alright, there's some more intersections there. That's going to be, I don't know about that. I don't know where that's at. Where I thought I was. I don't know where that's at. There ain't no loop-de-loops nowhere I know of up through here. Nowhere. On the 51. I could be further over due to the going uptown Dyersburg when it's VOR. Let me get back inside. I don't see what I'm looking for, but we have passed Dyersburg and the. So I need now to go back this way and fly back toward the bar as I leave Dyersburg. I'm outside of Dyersburg now on the north side, so that's what them loop-loops I'm looking at the end of the highway Dyersburg. I need to get this back over now, where I'll be flying about 300, 330, anywhere along in there. 300 where I'd be better for me. Well, I'll make it right along there. A little bit up between 300 and 330 right there. Alright, we'll fly this heading right here. This will turn this around now on the out leg. And we are now on the leg from there of approximately, that says in. That's out. We're almost dead north of Dyersburg and we're headed to that side over there. So that line should keep coming straight down as I move. That'll tell me that I'm moving in the right direction. Or if the top bar is showing line, I'm gonna set the nav button. Alright, now let the navigation carry me. Alright, 353 out of Dyersburg, headed to Reelfoot Lake. 22 miles, which I do not have on this one I don't have a readout, I don't think, on distance. Not that I know of. If I logged into the GPS it would, but I don't want to do that. I don't have nothing to go by. I wish it would put one on here. I had some in FSX, so I added distance. Ain't registered there. That's distance out, what it would be, but 358. I guess it's on 353. Could come back over a little, but I'm not sure. That's it right there. And it should be one per click. And 5 is right there. That's it. Just got to get over and line up now. I'm too close to the VOR too. Makes it more fishy. It turns sharper when you're too close trying to find it. Now we're headed out again. Back should be the same place we were, but all right, this needle has stood straight up again. Move it over this way some more. And 353 is about almost straight up right now. Which I know that could already line. What am I talking about? Well, why even check that? Not moving to it, I'm already on it. Close I know how to get it. It's showing a heading of 357, but that could be also wind cause the plane to turn the wrong way. When you're ready to fly the other way, following the radial, it'll crab on you. Alright, let's see what we got going here. If you're just on heading bug, you slide and it won't correct. It'll just stay northerly bound. If you're on radial, it'll crab to stay on the radial. Here we go. We're headed out now. Like I say, we'll have to watch. I see the lakes already. I already see the lakes. I'm gonna come down now. I'm a little early, but that's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting down to about 1500. Now will it come down? Yep, there we go. Throttle 1 now. I need to throttle back a little. I don't need to come down full throttle. Here we go, coming down. And this is my first broadcast on, not first broadcast, but first video. I've been broadcasting on. We set this now in line with that so that if I have to change over for some reason, I might at the last minute. It'll be close to what I had it. Right there now, if I have to switch over, it won't take all crossways on me. Coming down. 1500. Now, sort of almost lost the view of the lakes, but it's all right. We don't need to see them at this point. We just need to go to them. We'll be headed to the last lake on the right and across the far side of it. That's where the airport is, Reelfoot. And it looks about the same in here as it did in FSX. Maybe a little better, but it predicts it in about the same layout. So both of them in pretty good shape on that. It's FSX Steam, not, but this is a different animal altogether here. The scenery is more real and stuff is more visible to pick it out. Things you know is down there. At this altitude, it's really good. If you get down lower, it blurs out a little bit due to the fact that Bing is not that good down close unless it's in the areas where they did the photorealistic scenery. Bing's got a few places where I think got down to earth, or if they don't, they have in here. They got 50 airports that they've enhanced. Out of so many thousand, there's 50 of them enhanced. I believe I done got a little slow here. I think I stalled out. I don't want to sleep. Don't want to sleep, people. I was just about ready to go down. Yeah, I forgot about raising the throttle back up. I noticed the plane starting to tilt a little bit. Too much talking, not enough flying. There's the lakes, and the one on the right where we headed. Wait till we get to this radial carries you to the lakes, and there's no problem to find the airport. In fact, once you get there, I don't know who that is, but somebody out that way already. But they may be way on up past there. There's a bunch of airports up in. This is my second time to come to Reelfoot in this simulator. And last time I actually got lost. I took off out of Memphis. I had everything set up, but I left the heading bug on, didn't switch over. It flew out east about 50 miles or so. 22 miles out of here, but quite a few miles east. 22 miles to the airport. I was in a plane that had the readings on it, so I knew where I was at. I didn't know I was mislocated in direction, but my distance was right. I just turned parallel and come around to it. As soon as I decided what I did wrong. I don't need to be that slow now. Let's keep it throttle in the green, but on that other line. Look around. That's what it looks like from over there, and it's probably pretty accurate. Cornerbone Lakes. I'm gonna come down to about 900. Back inside the plane where I can lower myself. Down to about 900. Airport is something like 600, I think. Right there, what I'm gonna call it. Down. Try to remember to pick the throttle back up this time. Won't take as long to get down. Buckaroo. AI Buckaroo. Get back in near the panel a little better. This is a pretty good shot right where we at. We ain't bad at all, I don't believe. In fact, I think I even see probably Riverwood Lake Airport just popped up straight in front of me. I'm better shape than I thought it was. I usually a little bit more toward the river. This is pretty good shape. We're down to 900 feet. I'm gonna slow down a little, put down little flaps. Let it find itself now, and I'll make sure the speed maintains 80, 90. The flanking flaps are only 2 stages in here, I think. Maybe 3 on this one. Stay out of the way. But there are 3 stages. So one's all I want right now. We'll get some more later. Now we're going to be getting over here in a minute. But do I just get off? Well, I can just instead of doing anything else, just get over this way a little bit more. We're not on heading bug. We are now. Too much so. Right along there where I want it. A little more, come on. Right there. I'll get a little more, come in on an angle where I have room to break into the airport. There we go, right there. Should be pretty good shape. Right there. Too slow. Got a mind on too many things. Should be at 80 knots at least. Another layer of flaps. Add a little throttle to hold the I'm gonna go full flaps. Autopilot off. Trim down, throttle back, trim down a little more. Here we go. Slow down a little more. A little slow. It's good enough for now. On the ground. Sound heavy, didn't it? Good looking runway here though. I'm gonna go back inside the plane. I'm gonna raise outside the plane, raise flaps up. We should have a taxiway down there and double back on. We're at Reelfoot Lake. Welcome to Reelfoot Lake. Enjoy yourself fishing and boating, and we'll be ready to go back about Monday morning or Sunday night about 8 o'clock. Try to be in by Monday morning so you don't go to work. Put you in a sweat box for another week. This looks better than FSX did right here. This is much more prevalent, fixed up. Looks almost like it's been enhanced. Why ain't turning? Come on. Tell it to turn, but it ain't turning. Sometimes you deselect the window and it don't work, but I hadn't deselected that I know of. Hope we got a flagger. Yeah, I believe we do. We got a flagger over yonder. Where's our man standing? Looks like he's on this side. Come on, no, he's on the other side. Thought he was on this side for a minute there. Right there where he wants. Walk the brakes. And we shut this thing down. Hey, I landed with that landing lights. Ain't nothing new. I'm looking to turn anything on. Power off, avionics, switch off. I'm supposed to reach that back up before I stop too. It's alright. Everything's alright. Here we go. Everything is there, and that's what the new simulator looks like up close and personal. It's got 30 planes, all they've got, and some of them, but they've been working on them. I noticed a difference in the update this time. They released it, I think, too early, but that's the way they're doing it. It wasn't quite, hey, where you coming from? Man gonna come out here and take me out of here and spank me for landing rough. No, he gonna tell that guy where he's on payroll. Hey, where you going, out in the field? Well, you just bull jiving. He ain't doing nothing. Okay, that's it. This is Town Dog. I'm be gone bye-bye, and we'll put this up on YouTube as a first flight 2020 on recording. It ain't my first flight, but it's the first one on recording. Catch y'all later, and I'm gone. Bye-bye.